This is step 3 of the 3-step success system. Step 1 was to obtain your license, which requires a technical education. Step 2 is build your business, which requires a business education. This is step 3, invest your profits, which requires a financial education. We offer all 3. Step 2 of the business building courses are Principles of Business and Principles of Marketing, and 2 courses that provide financial education that you need to make sound, low-risk decisions is the 3-day Trick-approved Principles of Investing class and our 10-week investing coaching mentoring program. This is some of what is covered in those events. As you can see, there are lots of opportunities in real estate and lots to learn. That's why we designed and built the curriculum the way we did. This is why we say we're more than just a licensing school, because there's more to real estate than just getting a license. That's why we're called the Business School for Real Estate Pros. Again, to me, the public education system is at fault. It graded me, but if I were grading it, I would have to give it an F. It provides very little in the way of financial education. See, we're taught to read books full of words that tell a great story, but we're not taught to read financial statements full of numbers that also tell a great story. But many of us leave school unable to read the numbers. This is the model that some of the richest people in America use. They make their money in their business and they invest it in real estate. The tax code is written for both. The government wants businesses to provide jobs. That's why they give employers tax breaks who don't give employees. The U.S. government also wants real estate owners to provide housing. So the government gives real estate investors tax breaks they don't give homeowners. That's one of the many reasons we like owning our own business and owning real estate. Here are a few more. The first one is you're going to make a lot more owning real estate than you are listing it and selling it to someone else. You're never going to get rich 3% of the time. The tax code favors real estate investors. Realtors see the best deals first. You get passive income, long-term appreciation, appreciation velocity. Real estate is local. Real estate is leverageable. It's not all alike. Someone else pays for it. And our compensation is based on our ability to add value. Those are the reasons we really like buying real estate. Now, this is going to sound strange, but one of the best things I like about real estate is insider trading is legal. Now, what I mean by insider trading is that when you're active in real estate, you're seeing property every day, sometimes as many as hundreds per month. If you're doing a CMA in preparation for a listing presentation, you're previewing property to select homes most comparable to the subject property. So you're seeing a bunch of those. If you're on an appointment to show homes to buyers, then you're previewing to select the ones that best fit their criteria. When you're looking at that many homes, you're bound to see some good deals every now and then. If it's residential, you have access to MLS and you know how to do a CMA, then you know what the property is worth. If it's commercial and you have financial education, then you know what that property is worth. Now all you have to do is buy it right. When is your profit made in real estate? When you buy. When is your risk managed? When you buy. What business are you in when you're investing? Risk management. So how do you mitigate your risk? You got to know your numbers. There's very little anyone can do for you if you pay too much. That's why having a financial education is not an expense. It's an education that makes you money. There are people in the marketplace that want to sell and people in the marketplace who want to buy. Sellers typically want to sell for the most and make the fewest concessions to buyers. Buyers typically want to pay the least and get the most concessions from the seller. The pricing terms are totally flexible and negotiable, and if and when the two parties meet and agree, the property changes hands. So how do you manage risk? I was once asked in a class by one of my students, she said, I have $15,000, what should I buy? And I said, well, do you know how to do a CMA? She said, no. I said, do you know how to measure a cash-on-cash return? No. Do you know what a cap rate is and how to measure it? No. Do you know what an internal rate of return is? No. Do you know what return on equity is? No. Can you fill out an annual property operating data form? She said no to all these things. So I said, you know what? I wouldn't buy any real estate right now. I think I'd go buy education. Now, that may sound self-serving since I'm in education business, but as a broker, it'd be easy to sell someone who doesn't know any better a piece of real estate that doesn't perform. But I don't think that's good for a long-term relationship. If you don't know what you're buying and why you're buying it and what your exit strategy is, and you can explain all that to someone else, you shouldn't be buying anything except education. investment. You don't have to buy ours, but buy someone's and get financially educated. Have you ever heard the term calculated risk? Well, that's what that means. You're calculating risk, because if you don't know these forms of analysis and you're not able to calculate your risk, you're not an investor. You're a speculator. Just because you invest doesn't mean you're an investor. One thing you never want to become is a motivated buyer, because motivated buyers become motivated sellers, and those are the ones that get pounded. You can see it in MLS every now and then. Motivated sellers, desperate, bring all offers. You don't want to be that person, because you know what they say, a fool and his money are one big party, and you don't want to be the party. So risk is buying without knowing what the market value is, what the expected returns are, and what your exit strategy is. Got to manage risk. So how do you determine fair market value? When residential, there are two ways. There's an appraisal, there's a CMA. It's the same data, it just takes different licenses to get them. So the goal is to compare the subject property to others that are most like it. So what information is gathered and analyzed? Comparable properties. You have active properties, expired properties, and sold properties. What are the most important comps? Solds. Who determines value? Buyers. In commercial, what indicates value? The income stream. What data is gathered and analyzed? Leases, financial statements, forms, and formulas. Which of these is the most important? The income. What determines value? Again, it's the buyers. So once the value is determined, you need investing criteria. Every home is unique to the owner. How many of you have friends with nice homes that you wouldn't live in? Well, they might not live in yours, because their homes are all unique to the owners. And my home is unique for me. If our homes weren't unique, there'd only be one floor plan. Well, it's the same with investments. Each investment is unique to each investor. All the returns are different. All the motivations, the goals are all different. The value of that income stream varies from investor to investor. So you need to know how to measure and calculate risk. Even when you do this, you lose money sometimes. So why would anyone buy real estate without a financial analysis? Only you can decide what returns you want to strive for and when to make a buying decision. So figure out how to calculate value and then set your criteria. Well, that's the three-step success system. You get your license, build your business, invest your profits. The three classes are the principles of business, the principles of marketing, and the principles of investing. So if you're interested, go to the austininstitute.com. Check out the live course schedule for the next time these are being offered. In closing, I just want to say, I don't have a magic pill, potion, formula, or lotion. We just have a plan we wrote down and committed to in 1989 that's been executed over time. It served us well, and we wouldn't change a thing. According to an ad published on page G3 of the January 15 edition of the Austin American Statesman, more than 132,200 Austin area adults own real estate solely for investment purposes. Would you like to be one of them? If you do, take our Principles of Investing class. Our courses are not exclusive to realtors. If you would like to know more about the subject, take our weekend class. Thank you for your time. Good luck in your business.